Yeah, welcome back to the Whole Lot of Soul podcast, man. I appreciate y'all coming out as usual. I missed y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a little bit, man. Every time I see y'all, I get a little tear in my eye. Appreciate y'all coming out. Go ahead, leave a 5-star rating on Spotify, 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, like on YouTube, drop a comment. Go ahead, reply to the poll while you're listening if you want me to talk about what you said. This week, we talked about getting a little bit closer to God, not drifting, not letting yourself continue in your buffoonery, and just, trying to be a better person, as usual, man. But yeah, man, without any further ado, I don't even know how to spell ado. Let's get to the podcast, man. What's good, y'all? I gotta switch up the intro. I've been saying the same thing over and over, man. Where y'all been at? I've been here. I've been right here at this desk, talking in the mic to myself, looking at a camera. Man, what's going on, y'all? What's so good? Dang, I messed that up too. What's going on, y'all? What's good? Welcome back to the Whole Lot of Soul podcast. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you new, hello, I'm Josh. What's going on? They call me Solo. I call me Solo. Other people started doing it when I said it. So, I started it. But anywho, how y'all been? Y'all been gone? I've been gone. Been living life. Same as usual. Go to work, come home, work on myself. I really been just trying to work on myself. That's it. That's my life nowadays, man. I be bored. I be boring. I'm pretty lame, I feel like. I was just thinking about the other day, I ain't been to the movies since the last Black Panther dropped, and that was like November. I ain't been out in like a year. I don't do stuff, bro. I go to work. I come home. I need to get out more. Anywho, today, we got some what's it called? Some church announcements. You feel me? I did finally go part-time at my job, so that's fun. So I got more time to spend with y'all. Got more time to put into my business that I'm working on. I told y'all about that in the last episode. If you ain't heard that one, go back and listen to it. So go part-time at my job. Boom, that's one. Number 2 for church announcements. Dang, what was number 2? I don't forgot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get these things out more consistently, man. What I've been doing is, so I started out with the idea of like, I'm gonna let it happen. I don't want to give y'all nothing that's subpar. I don't want to force it. So I was letting myself chill until something came to me. And, that does work. It does give me stuff to talk about. And I feel like I'm passionate about it. I'm going to actually give y'all a high quality episode. I don't want to give y'all nothing subpar. However, I've had a lot of people tell me like, hey, bro, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, bro, I'm looking for the new episode. Hey, bro, I feel like you was just what I needed in that moment. And I can't let me overthinking keep me from being a blessing to somebody. So I'm going to try to be more consistent. Every episode might not be crazy deep. That being said, I might just put out some more goofy stuff. Like episode 3 was a little bit more goofy. I might put out some more of those. That's what I'm thinking at least. But, as for right now, I'm going to try to get one out a week. Now, y'all hold me to that. I need y'all to hit me up like, hey, bro, it ain't dropped yet. It ain't dropped yet. And I had a few people do that to me. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my boys. But, on to today's episode. Today's episode, we're going to talk about, a few things, man. Number 1, man, I've really been trying to work on my faith, right? And I think with that comes a whole lot that you don't realize for real. Now, we kick it back to Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. Wait, hold on. Is that how it go? Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. Boom. Okay. So I've been working on my faith, and actually trying to walk out the things that I say that I believe in that I can't see. For the things that I you can see some of it. I ain't gonna lie, but you just gotta look deeper. Anywho, been working on my faith. With that, with you not just believing in something, but also believing on something, like really trusting in everything, really trying to trust God, really trying to build this relationship with Him and everything, and really try to what's the word? Just grow closer to true goodness. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to do. I want to be a good person at the end of the day. And for me to do that, I gotta have faith in something that's better than me. But with that faith, a lot of actions have to follow. Cause when you build a relationship, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna start doing more stuff because you're in that relationship. Once you have more faith, you're going to start doing more things based on that faith. So one of the biggest things for me is doing that consistently. Not trying to be lukewarm and not drifting. I drift a lot. I was writing a song about it and everything. Maybe I might have to show y'all some music sometime. I'll be doing music and stuff on the side, but that's a different story. But I feel like I drift, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be close and I'm talking to God and I feel like I'm on the right track and I feel like I'm being led the right way. And then I will self-sabotage and kind of do something outside of that relationship. I be kind of cheating on God sometimes, bro. That's crazy to say out loud. I might have commitment issues or something, but I be kind of cheating on God every now and then, knowing that He gonna take me back. And that is messed up. Like I gotta stop doing that. So with me drifting and everything, you know, I feel like God been trying to deal with me and trying to work out some of my biggest, you know, my biggest knots, you know what I'm saying? If it was massage, he trying to work out them spots. And when he do, I kind of run away a little bit. I don't know if I'm scared to let go or if I'm just scared to be led, or I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to figure that out. One of my biggest things for real is probably lust, dealing with women in general. My self-control go out the window when it come to women. I'm not gonna cap. But with these things happening, y'all know them dreams that be like Cars Part 1. You wake up, you go back to bed, and it's Cars Part 2. Like, you go to bed at 11, you will dream till 2 o'clock, wake up, boom, you go back to sleep, and the same dream continues. Like, that doesn't happen super often for me, but within the past week, I've had like 3 of them type dreams, right? And it's weird, because I'm like, yo, why I haven't been able to sleep, bro. Like, I have not been sleeping well. And I'm like, why can't I sleep? Why can't I sleep? And why are these dreams continuing? And why do these dreams got the same theme? One of them, I'm gonna tell you about my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream. I was at work. Now, at my job, you can go in the back office, but then around the corner is like the kitchen and stuff, like a little like common area. That area, for some reason, we was cooking crack back there, bro. We were, I don't know why. So I'm at work. My boss tells me, "Hey, I need you to sell this to the customers." I'm like, "What? I'm not about to sell this to the customers." And she was like, "I just need you to do it." I know it's a bad idea. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm like, whatever, I'll do it. So I start selling crack, bro. I don't know why I'm selling crack. I wake up. I'm confused. I'm in a daze. Why I'm at my job? First of all, the kitchen area wasn't even the same kitchen that's at my job. It was the kitchen from my old church. So that was even weirder. But I'm selling crack. I'm watching people cook crack. I'm selling crack. It's crazy. Then I'll go to bed. The same dream continues, right? So my boss's boss shows up to my job. Now the person who back there cooking crack is not an employee. They not supposed to be here or nothing. So like when they get here, I'm supposed to try to keep it a secret. You know what I'm saying? We done told everybody, like, hey, the big boss is here. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Chill out, chill out. And the big boss is talking to me. It's my job to distract the big boss. I'm the I'm the lookout pretty much. I'm the decoy. Now we talking. He trying to go to the back. I'm trying to keep him from going to the back because I know that the kitchen is not the right kitchen. So I'm like, he gonna go back here and be like, oh, this ain't even the right. What did y'all change the store around? So I'm trying to keep him from going to the back. It's quiet though. Ain't no customers in the store, nothing like that. And then all of a sudden we hear pots and pans banging and falling and everything. And I'm like, oh man, we caught. He know. So he look at me, I look at him, we looking at each other, and he go to the back. And I wake up. Okay, now I'm like, okay, what is going on? But I'm tired. I'm not thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go back to bed because I can't sleep. I went to bed at like 11, woke up, went back to bed at like 2, woke up, went back to bed at like 4. I kept doing this, man. But when I went back to bed again, he came to the back and he's like, what is this? What is all this stuff in the back? What's happening? What are y'all doing? I say, I don't know. Why did I lie? Because I didn't want to get caught, obviously, duh. Why would I want to get caught cooking crack? Anywho, I say I don't know what's going on. The person who's in the back got headphones on, jamming, right? Hey, we back here cooking crack, bro. We cooking like he proud of it, man. And I'm like, I'm not proud of this thing that I'm doing. Why was I doing this in the first place? I don't know. I shouldn't be doing this. Then my boss comes behind the big boss and says, they not cooking crack neither. They said it was me. So I'm like, dang, it's really on me now. Dang, I guess I made this decision, so I gotta stick to it. I can't say nothing about it because I did it. I was selling crack. And then my mom comes out of nowhere like, bro, was you cooking crack? And I'm looking at her like, Mom, I was cooking. Bro, it was crazy. And I wasn't afraid until I got caught. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I didn't change my habits. I didn't want to confront it. I didn't want to. In the dream, the emotions were like 3 times what they usually are in my head. I don't know why, but I was very, very afraid of the consequence. Because I knew my boss had to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was about to go to jail. I'm about to do 25 to life or something. We cooking crack, distributing crack, intent to sell, all of that, right? I don't know why I was doing that. And then, so that's one night, right? Went to work or whatever, go home, yada, yada, yada. Now the next night, go to bed. Not the same dream, but it's a similar dream. I don't remember all the details of this one because this one was a little bit more foggy when I woke up and everything. But I was doing some type of service, right? One of my homies was my coworker. We doing like some type of deliveries or whatever. I think we do. It seemed like it's like kind of like the Brinks trucks, like, you know, people who like deliver and drop off and pick up money and all that. It felt like that, and that's what it seems like it was closest to. But I don't think we were using money. I think we were picking up something else. I don't know. Maybe it was jewels or something. But we going places, dropping stuff off, picking stuff up or whatever, and me being dumb starts stealing out of that, right? I don't even steal, bro. I did when I was a kid, but that was when I don't steal, bro. Like I don't feel like I steal, at least. That's your property, bro. Why would I take it? I don't need that. Nah, I'm good. So in the dream, like I'm like taking stuff out of what we're supposed to be delivering or what we're supposed to be picking up. And my coworker is like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, we probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm like, yeah, it'll be all right, though. Um, long story short, it was not all right. um, we were on a delivery, and I was cool with one of the customers, and we was hanging out, like playing video games and stuff, eating chips, just chilling on my job. So I'm like stealing company time now too. So I'm like stealing on top of stealing. But we was chilling or whatever. Then my boss calls me and tells me they know what was going on. I'm wilding out like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And again, my mom shows up, right? So like I leave the job, I come home to my parents' house, not my house. I go to my parents' house. And I'm talking to my mom about it. I'm like, Mom, like they caught me doing this, yada yada. I'm scared. I ain't trying to go to jail. I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wanna see the consequences of my decisions. And she's pretty much just like, you shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? Why did you do it? And I'm trying to explain to her why I did it, and I can't even put words together. Like, none of these words are making sense because I don't have a reason. The only reason is just, dang, I just wanted to be stupid. I thought I'd be all right. Why do I want to do these stupid things? I don't know. It's just, in the dream, I don't have like, I'm not cognitive of why I want to do these things. I'm just doing them, and I'm just experiencing the fear part of doing that thing. Talking to mom or whatever, and then she tells me basically like, hey, your best bet is to just quit your job. I was like, that's not gonna do nothing. She's like, yeah, like if you an employee, then they could press charges or something, but if you quit, then they can't press charges, or they just won't press charges because it's too much work to go for somebody who's not on their payroll no more. And so I was gonna quit my job. And this is, I'm waking up, going to bed, and this dream is happening in like 3-4 parts too. And I wake up, and when I woke up from this one, I knew, I was like, I feel like God is telling me to stop wasting time for real and stop doing stupid stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I think as a kid, I used to do things just because the rule was there, and I didn't want to get in trouble, instead of doing it because I understood that it was right, or I thought it was right. I was a selfish child, you know what I'm saying? Now, I think, I don't know if it's pride or what, but in my head, I'm thinking I grew out of this stuff, right? I think God was trying to show me through these dreams, especially with me being closer to him. The closer you get, the more like hypersensitive you're gonna be to your own shortcomings. You're gonna start realizing like, dang, I thought I was good in this area and I'm not. And that's really what it was, is me realizing, I don't want to go into super detail, but in certain areas, I just wasn't up to par, and I've always been working on them and everything, but it's time for me to really like stop procrastinating and stop just like letting myself fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing a lot of things out of fear of the consequences versus just trying to be right, you know? And so, especially when you approach doing things like that, it makes it real easy to do things behind closed doors, or when you don't think nobody's looking, because you don't have immediate consequences. You know, like if you're doing something like selling crack or something like that, or, you know what I'm saying, stealing from your job, you know that there's going to be immediate consequences. But if you're doing something small, like, you know what I'm saying, telling little lies to people or something like that, you're not going to see them consequences. You the only one who know what's going on, you and God. But he know. And it's a consequence that's going to come later. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy to me is I was just realizing, like, I woke up from a dream and the words popped in my head as soon as I woke up. Bro, you more afraid of jail than hell. How was you more afraid of jail than, like, it sounds crazy, but it's a more immediate consequence versus, you know what I'm saying? You think, oh, I got time to fix stuff. I got time to get it right. I'll just say sorry. He'll take me back. I'll say, it's whatever. You forgive me, God. Yeah, he got me. You know what I'm saying? And that is the most backwards way of trying to have a relationship with somebody. And that's one of the biggest things I've been not realizing, because I feel like I already knew it, but I've been more convicted about it lately. With me and my smaller shortcomings, I ain't even gonna say smaller because they all about equal. The ones that aren't as drastic, I guess, the things that aren't as they don't affect as many other people. They're mostly like a me and God thing versus just like, oh, I'm out here hurting people. Like I'm not out here beating people up. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, I think the fear of consequences kind of gets a lot of people started on the right track. You know, like a lot of people stop doing stuff because they don't want to go to jail, or they don't do something because they don't want to go to jail. But at the end of the day, it should not be that way. It shouldn't be, I want to be good because I don't want to experience bad things. It should be, I want to be good because I want to be good. And I think that comes with dying to your flesh and trying to be closer to God and everything, because you can't have both of them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You can't jump in and out. You can't drift. You can't let yourself drift. I ain't gonna say you can't drift, but when you're consciously doing it and saying, if he's talking to you and telling you not to do something, you can't put him to the side just for the next 20 minutes and then say, okay, I'm back with you. Sorry. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one of the biggest things I've been trying to work on. Uh, and I don't know if anybody else is doing the same thing as me, but y'all gotta do better, and I gotta do better. We we can't keep on doing stupid stuff and expecting it to be okay just because there's not an immediate consequence, you know, or just thinking that, you know what I'm saying, we could just say I'm sorry, because the real I'm sorry is saying I'm sorry and then not doing it again. You know, my dad used to always use this analogy when I was a kid, because I would do stuff and say I'm sorry and then do the same thing over and over again. He's like, hey, if I smacked you in the head and said I'm sorry and then smacked you in the head and then said I'm sorry and then smacked you and I kept smacking you in the head, would you really think I was sorry? I'm like, nah, I wouldn't think you was sorry till you stop smacking me in the my head hurt. Stop smacking me in the head. So that's every time I do something, I imagine myself smacking God. I'm sorry if that sounded bad. But like that's how I have to imagine myself when I purposefully sin. When I purposefully go about doing things or putting myself in situations that I know that, okay, I'm testing myself. You know what I'm saying? Why would I put myself in a situation thinking I'm not about to fold? Why would I put myself in a situation thinking I'm stronger than, you know, your shortcomings, you know what you can handle, you know what you can't handle. And sometimes it comes out of me really trying to think like, okay, I think I'm better now. I think I could. But what's the point? Why put yourself around it? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really stand on better business. You know, that's that's what I've been on lately. And I don't know, man. I hope that one of these days I get to a point where I don't feel like I'm doing that no more, you know? And I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to that, but I feel like the closer I get to God, the harder it is to fight some things, and that's weird. That's not how it, I mean, I'm not going to say that's not how it should be, but that's not how in your brain you want it to be. You're like, "Oh, I'm trying to get closer to God. This should get easier." Like, nah, it's going to be harder. At the end of the day, the closest person to God was Jesus, and he had to die. So that means you might have to, you know what I'm saying? I it's never gonna get easy until you get to the other side. And that's something you really gotta accept, is just I I gotta keep fighting, man. No matter how tired you get, no matter how you might be bored, or you feel isolated or lonely, or I don't know what else. You might feel like you are outcast, you all of this stuff. Um, you gotta be comfortable with letting your old self die, your old identity die, and letting a new one be born. And you know what I'm saying? If you you seek God first, he'll give you whatever you need, but you got to seek him all the way. You can't put one foot in and one foot out. You can't jump in the pool and get out and jump back in the pool. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to really lock in with him. And if you lonely, he'll send you people. You know what I'm saying? If you thirsty, he gonna give you some water. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna take care of you. You just gotta let him take care of you his way. You can't do it your way and his way at the same time. It just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. But that's about all I got to talk about. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be back next week. You know what I'm saying? Pinky promise. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got anything to leave, I'ma drop the little poll on Spotify, so y'all could just leave whatever y'all want to say there. And then I know one of these days I'm gonna do a response video just to like all the questions and all the comments people have left and everything. But I want to do it with other people, so I think I'm gonna get a guest on. Guests are coming soon. Just letting y'all know. But I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, take those ideas and build on top of them. I don't just want to read out like, oh yeah, Marcus said this. So I'm going to bring somebody else on and we're going to actually discuss people's answers. So if y'all got anything y'all want to hear discussed, you know what I'm saying, you could drop it down on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, you can do the same thing. Apple Podcasts, I don't think there's a comment section. So y'all just out of luck, you better pay for Spotify, my boy, or just go to YouTube. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all listening as usual. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all spending a little bit of time with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Going on this little journey with me called life. And yeah, man. Appreciate y'all coming to the whole lot of soul. That was a long one. Whole lot of soul podcast, man. Y'all have a good week. Hopefully it's just a week. But yeah, man, I'm out. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.